This is the Church of St. George, where there is the famous Madaba map. This is Jerusalem. From here, the expert learn about the layout of Jerusalem. The Church of the Virgin Mary, which is a Roman temple. They want to fire love arrows. Beheading of John the Baptist. The city, Madaba. This is paradise. It's King Hussein Mosque or Jesus Christ Mosque. Hi, good morning friends. I'm now in Madaba, the city of mosaics. And now I'm at a hotel, Moab Hotel, and right across the street in front of me, this is St. George Church, where there is the famous Madaba map, the map of the whole Middle East and the map of Jerusalem in mosaics. It's called a city of mosaics because there are a lot of mosaics found in the city. And over there we have King Hussein Mosque, and there are other churches as well, like St. John and other things. So first, let's visit the first church and see the Madaba map. Follow me. Okay, I've changed my clothes and I'm outside, and this is the Church of St. George. So let's go. Okay, we are in. This is the Greek Orthodox Church of Madaba. There's even an Orthodox school here. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. It's under rehabilitation. But it's okay, let's go. This is the mosaic that we will see inside, but just a heads up. So it has River Jordan with the bridge and location of the baptism of Jesus somewhere there. And this one is the Dead Sea with boats, and Jerusalem, Bethlehem, all the way even to the Niles. And this is the River Niles. And this is the Transjordan. This is Karak. I think that's the capital of Moab in the past. So let's go in. You need to buy a ticket here in the ticket office with souvenir shops inside. The ticket costs 1 dinar, which is about $1.3. It's okay to support the restoration. And here is the Greek Orthodox Church of Madaba, and we're gonna go in. So it is under restoration. No worship here, but we can still see the Madaba map. Even though the map actually is much bigger than this, it should be like all the way into here. But it's still okay. So it has location of everything, and it's marked with Greek letters. So this is Jerusalem. You can see the main corridor or the main road with the church. That one. And that's the Dead Sea. And you can see Jericho over there with the palm trees and the bridge. And you can see a lot of the mosaics are gone, but it shows the map of the Middle East all the way that way north, this one south, and you can see this one River Nile. Wow. So this is Madaba map, and from here you can see Jerusalem with all the churches inside, and the Dead Sea with the boats and the fish, and even gazelle across the Jordan. So from here, the expert learn about the city, the construction, the layout of Jerusalem, at least in the 6th century, because it has like churches built before 540 and no church after 570. And this is the church, the Greek Orthodox Church, which is really good. You can see still some decoration up there. And it's still under renovation, so a lot of things are put here. So that's it. Let's go out. So if you eat, it's not exactly not as good as I imagined, because I think some of the paints already faded. That's why there is the original picture of the mosaics when it was excavated. When the picture is still quite colorful, which looks like this. And this is the gazelle with the lion. See, so in the past there's a lion and gazelle, boats, and actually there is a human here. And Jerusalem, I would say this is the main corridor, and they can know the location of some churches like this one, and the gates also. And Bethlehem is here, and it goes all the way to Egypt. So it's quite impressive. And let's visit other churches as well, which have more mosaics. There's even a church that has like the largest mosaic in the world, I think, if I'm not wrong. So let's travel around Madaba and check all the mosaics in the city, and learn why it's called the City of Mosaics. Now we continue our walk to the next destination, which is the Archaeological Museum. So we are given this map from the hotel with suggestion of the tour or walking tour. So just follow this to Archaeological Museum, where there are a lot of mosaics, and this one I think is already included in the Jordan Pass. And then there is a mosque of Jesus Christ. Amazing, right? Also St. John Church, and there's also Apostle Church and many others. So just keep following me and we will see Madaba and the mosaics. This is the key, Palestine key. Some handicrafts here, and a lot of things if you want to buy for souvenirs. Okay, so I'm actually looking for a Palestine coin which has a Palestine wording like this, but they don't have it. Like there's a Palestine symbol which is key like this, which is nice. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Archaeological Museum. There is another place, Burned Palace, Martyrs Church. It's included in the Jordan Pass, so let's check for a second. Let's see. Okay, so we are inside. This is the Burned Palace. This is actually Madaba Archaeological Park number 2. So there used to be a palace here in the 7th century. It was burned probably during the earthquake, and it's connected to Archaeological Park number 1 through this road. And this is the Roman road. Actually, the Roman road is in front of there, so let's go there. And there are a thick ash layer on top of the mosaics. That's why it's called Burned Palace. This is the mosaic after the ash has been removed. You can see a person fighting a bear, I guess. You know, agriculture in the past with birds. Really nice. And this is the Roman road. Okay, the palace probably over there, or maybe this one also part of the palace, but it's burned. You can still see the mosaics, even though this one is not colored. This is just the background, so we don't know what's actually here. But this one is really nice, and you can see. And I don't know, the symbol looks interesting. That's the burning palace with the mosaics. And this is the Roman road, and right here we have the Martyrs Church, so we'll see. And this is very interesting, a lot of mosaics everywhere, in a secular building, in a religious building. It shows that the people of Madaba are really craftsmen, very good. And I think this one is the biggest mosaic in the world. I'm not sure if it's this one, but you can see it's really big. And you can see a lot of things here, trees and animals, but a lot of the animals are broken down, probably during the Umayyad period, because it happens in the Madaba church, Madaba map. Just now you can see the lion and the humans are defaced. And this is the rows of the panels. It explains a lot of things. So I'll read first and I'll explain to you later. And as you can see, the church with the columns. So this is the main hall. We'll circle there also. So this is basically a hunting scene. And as I told you earlier, all the living things are taken out, animals and human. For example, this one, you can see the silhouette, but this one is a person riding an elephant, probably hunting. And this one is a person leading camel, and many more floral patterns. So this is the church, and the columns. I would say the columns probably even bigger than this, because you can see some of the columns are kept here. And this is the Martyrs Church. I don't know why it's called Martyrs Church, but it's okay. I'll just see the nave. Wow. It's really cool. You can see the Corinthian columns. So even though the Madaba residents were Christians, most of them, but they are still, deep in Greek culture, from the architecture and even their understanding of the Greek mythology. And this is how it used to look like according to artists. I was wrong. So the images of living creatures were not defaced by the Umayyad Muslims, but it was during the era of Emperor Leo in the 8th century. Here it explained. At the time there was a movement called iconoclasm. Actually, I studied it before. That during the iconoclasm, it was when the Byzantines were losing to the Muslims, and I thought, maybe the Muslims were right. There should not be any images. So actually, they defaced all the living beings, the image of living beings. And in fact, the Muslim responded even further. They even actually changed the coins before, and the Muslim coins they have actually the face of the caliph or the leader, but then it was changed to just the Arabic letters. Okay, so that's it. Let's go to the next location. So you can see a lot of holes. These are birds actually. You can still see like this one, the head of the birds. And you can be sure because of these two chickens still survive among the other broken one. We are back at the Bern Palace. So again, this is the Roman street, and you can see some water channel there, more mosaics here. So archaeologists theorize that this mansion was probably the mansion of the priest who served at the Martyrs Church. And here we can still see some of the mosaics still survive. You can see the bull and the lion. So probably the order for destroying the images of living creatures or external orders. So only the church, because it was a public building, it got affected. In fact, probably the person who actually defaced the images, they were not sure which one were living creatures, so that's why some still survive, small ones. If you see the couple of chickens, and there's also a head. Yes, so this is the palace. Again, it was destroyed because of the major earthquake in 749. And there is also a Roman cistern. I'm told it's somewhere here. I don't know, maybe it's this one, I'm not sure. Yes. Okay, let's go to the next location. Follow this road. And this one is archaeological park number 1, Virgin Mary Church. So it's also included in the Jordan Pass. Let's get in. And here in the archaeological park, there are a lot of mosaics. and it's actually a very big complex. Roman Street, Hippolytus Hall, Church of the Virgin Mary, and the mosaic exhibition, which is now put here along the wall. You can see like this one and that one with the chicken again. I told you the chicken will multiply. Yes, I think we have better pictures and mosaic over there. Wow, that's really cool. This one is from the Church of the Acropolis of Main. So it's not from here, but it's brought here for safekeeping in the museum. You can see the old church. There's the one with a dome, and this one looks more normal, like a mansion. Very cool. See. And this is like basically from 1500 years ago. Can you imagine that? Again, the animals been defaced and replaced. So this mosaic actually showcased the churches near Main, I think from each different city. Okay, let's move on. I think this is the church. So there are at least two churches in this complex: Church of Saint Mary and Church of Elias. You can see some chambers here. It's the vault arches beneath the church. So, according to the explanation, the Church of the Virgin Mary reused the remains of the Roman temple beneath it as a crypt. So it was a Roman temple, but then turned into a crypt. And this is the Church of the Virgin Mary. And there is a very big mosaic, but I heard this one is actually from the Umayyad period. But still, the people living here, they are still Greeks. That's why it's written with Greek inscription. That's clearly Greek. So what is unique about this church is the nave is circular, because usually the nave of a church is rectangular, and this one is circular because it follows the older design, which is a Roman temple, circular in shape. So there's a Roman aspect and a Christian aspect now, and the mosaic, it was renovated during the Umayyad period. So you can see some arabesque style in the mosaic. So this is really cool. And the next one here, you can see an even better mosaic. Wow. I think I need to read the explanation before explaining to you. So this is the Church of the Virgin Mary. You see the circular nave over there, built on top of a Roman temple in the past. And here they are built on top of a Hippolytus. It's called Hippolytus because it shows the tragedy of Hippolytus. And also you see cities represented by women. In the past it's like this. There are some Greek characters there: Rome, Gregoria, and Madaba. And here, usually at the corner, you can see the representation of the four seasons. So this one is one season. I think that's autumn. And there's another one over there. Another one over there. One over here. And there's also comedy, you can see over there. Like they want to fire love arrows, I think. And the guy hiding under the basket. So it's interesting. Let's go visit another place. So that's the Church of the Virgin Mary. So it was named because it's actually named like that in the inscription about the Virgin Mary, Theotokos, Mother of God. So before, actually, the locals live here. Actually, they are Christian Arabs who moved here in the 19th century. And when they built buildings, they found the mosaics, and not just here, but this, I think, the first one. And the priest at the time actually told the locals, if you find mosaics, please preserve them. And that's why a lot of mosaics in Madaba they are much more preserved than in other cities, because of that priest who command the local populace to say, yeah, you need to preserve the mosaics. And we'll see more. This is the crypt of Saint Elianus. Let's check. By the way, again, mosaics everywhere, I told you. And let's get in. It's a crypt with mosaics everywhere. I don't know whether we can walk there or not. I don't think so. We don't want to destroy the mosaic. Interesting. Okay, so this is the archaeological park number 1 with the Church of Saint Elias is on top, and the crypt below we just saw. And this is actually the Roman road, east-west axis, but the Cardo, or the north-south axis, has not yet been discovered. And so we're gonna move on to the next place, admiring some more of the mosaics here. Yeah, this one quite cool. Lion chasing rabbits. Okay, let's go to the museum. And now we're going to the visitor center of Madaba. I heard there is the largest mosaic here. Wow. Yeah, probably this is also the parking area for the buses. And we're gonna go there. So the visitor center, of course, is for gathering information, but I was told to come here to see the largest mosaic in the world. So apparently the largest mosaic in the world is a modern mosaic created in the year 2016, and it's located in the parking lot, which is this one. So it's actually depicting the King's Highway. King's Highway is actually a very, very ancient road connecting the north and the south. And this is it. So you can see it connects from the Lake of Tiberias over there. Tiberias Lake Tiberias. And with some maybe famous attractions like this one. You see Geras, we were there, largest Roman remains in the Middle East. Aman, Mount Nebo, we were there. Madaba, we are here. And to the south, Al-Karak. This one actually was the capital of Moab in the past. And then Petra, we were there. Wadi Rum should be somewhere there, and Aqaba and the Red Sea. So this is the largest mosaic, but as you can see, yes, very modern indeed. Next is the Apostles' Church, located in the suburb of Madaba. The entrance ticket is already included in the Jordan Pass, so it's free if you have bought the Jordan Pass. And this is the Church of the Apostles. I would say this looks very new, but probably built on top of an older church. I think they want to put the mosaics here later, but still now it's down here. And there's a couple mosaics here. I'll show you. So the mosaics here were discovered pretty recently, but they were actually constructed in the year 568 according to the inscription found here that also mentioned that this is like the temple of the Holy Apostles. And there is like the personification of the sea, you can see there. And over here is the usual geometric pattern, probably more acting as a frame, I would say. As you can see, this part is new. but it's still cool. A lot of birds, goats, and bull, and there are even more over there. Yes, most of the colors have faded, but the interesting part is this one. Shrine of the beheading of Saint John the Baptist. Let's take a look at the church. So this one is not managed by the Greek Orthodox but by the Catholics. And there's a panoramic view from the bell tower. This is the church. Wow. Jesus, and I think the four evangelists, and this one baptism of Jesus, mosaics of baptism of Jesus, Ecclesia Catholica Decolationis Sancti Johannes Baptista, 1960. So this one is not included in the Jordan Pass. You need to buy a ticket, 1 Jordan dinar. Moses and Elijah. Okay, let's go in because we already paid the 1 dinar. And this is the main entrance. Here you can see the church. It's still functioning as a church. Beheading of John the Baptist. And we go to the Acropolis. This is the tombs. I think it's underground. Shrine of the Baptist. Modern creation. Rome. Even deeper underground. So this one is the Madaba in the past, and the mosaics on the wall just now we saw. Those are imitation. The tent of Ruth. Okay. all the one. This is the meeting room. Okay, it's closed. This one is the old rooms and ancient tunnels. Okay, this one later when you want to climb to the church tower. We'll climb later. Wow, the network is really cool. You might get lost if you don't know. So, even underground there's Byzantine mosaic. Wow. And there's the tunnel. It's really cool, yeah? You can see even more tunnel going to a lot of different places. Wow. Even some fans to keep warm. And this one is even much deeper. But you can see pictures and pottery from the Byzantine era. Some holes here. So this now it's a small museum. The pictures are interesting. Probably Catholicism in the area 100 years ago. See, it's deep down. Interesting. Let's go back. Old floors and even old water channel. To the church. Back here. Wow. So that's the underground. Very amazing. I'm back at the main hall and you can see this is the bell tower. Probably this one is to ring the bell. The rope here. And we gotta climb up. By the way, it's connected to the underground from here. Still with a lot of pictures. Probably Arabian Catholics. And this is the bell tower. Told you the rope here. There's a little bit here. Okay, a lot of graffiti by irresponsible people. I'm gonna go up, and up. It's quite high, and you can see the whole city of Madaba from the top of the bell tower. It's quite windy here. The first bell, Arabic letters. Okay, just be careful. More bells. Yeah, 3 more. So there are 4 bells, and we're gonna go to the top to see the view from the top. Climb here, and there's another stair if you want to go to the top. But I will exit here to be safe. And wow, it's really high. As you can see, this is the city of Madaba. You can see the whole city from the bell tower. Take a look at that. So this is the city, Madaba, Jordan flag there, and King Hussein Mosque. Wow. So this is the Transjordan Plateau. You can see it's quite flat, but then suddenly it's gonna drop towards the Dead Sea over there. So probably that's the road to Mount Nebo. And okay, it's really good. We're back here, and I don't know if we can go to the top. Maybe we can. Let's see, because it's not close. Let's try. Down there. Then to here. This is the final stairs and the very top of the bell tower. So I'll show you. Okay, I'm at the top. This is the very top. Looks quite dangerous, but it's okay. And yes, this is the top of the bell tower. Really nice. So that was the view from the top. It's really amazing. So let's go back down and take our luggage. We're gonna return to Amman. Okay, so there are a few more places to visit, like the museum, Madaba Museum. Oh, by the way, besides the Catholic Church, there's a Catholic school, and they just come home. And I wanna visit the Madaba Museum, if possible, and also the mosque. You see the Golden Dome mosque. So let's go there. Madaba Archaeological Museum. So it's here. Let's see what they have, because I'm actually looking for the mosaic that shows paradise. Okay, so the museum is included in the Jordan Pass. You can see more mosaics. This one, I think this one is Latin rather than Greek. I don't know. Anyway, let's just go and visit the museums. You can see more inscriptions over here. This one looks more ancient, I guess. And this used to be a house or mansion. And here you can see, wow, the mosaic on the floor. And you can see, I don't know, this looks like male and female together. And that one. Here you can find some late Bronze Age. This one is from Tal al-Umairi, so it's not from here, but you can see some ancient, it's called this one, Nis stone, like probably a temple. So probably the part here is actually taken from other city, but it's just collected here in the museum, Madaba Museum. Tree. Yeah. And a lot of inscriptions. It's kept here. And let's go to the next place. So this is the place where there are a lot of mosaics in this museum, Madaba Museum. Yep, this is it. This is paradise. How do you know it's paradise? Because according to the Hebrew Bible, well, in the new heaven, new earth, you can see like even the lion, the predators, and the cattle, they live together happily. There are more Byzantine mosaic over here. And this one probably in situ. Yeah, it's the same. You can see the lion and the bull. And I don't know why it's a bull, but somehow, you know, it reminds me of the one in Persia. If you remember, in the Persepolis. In the Persepolis, basically the lion is actually taking over the bull, which symbolizes Nowruz, when the day and night is at the same time. So it's like, you know, spring equinox. And this is the Madaba Museum. Let's enter. Hopefully it's open. Yes, it is. Let's go. So this is finding from several different cities, like this one is from Mukawir, Bronze Age, Byzantine cross, Hisban, Asfasas, Al Mudayana, Tal Madaba, which is actually just across the museum, the Tel, and you can see the bowls and ceramics, which looks really nice. And this one in Atarus, you can see some statue, lamb, again the copy of Mesestel, a very significant finding, and many others, even tools. And costumes, jewelries, accessories. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna show you again later. Oh, by the way, here you can see like the accessories looks Arabic, but also the cross. Yep. That was the museum, and now we're gonna visit the last place, which is the Mosque of King Hussein. Even though from some maps it says it's actually the Mosque of Jesus Christ, and it's in front of us, is that one. So let's go there and find out whether it's King Hussein Mosque or Jesus Christ Mosque, and find out why it's named like that. So this is the mosque. Let's take a look of the inside a little bit. It's stained glass, really nice. That's the mosque. There is no explanation inside, but I just read online. Basically, it was named Al-Masih Mosque to promote tolerance, religious tolerance. And so that's it. That's all we are. That's all that we are going to see in Madaba. So from here we're gonna go back to Amman, and that's the end of the journey. And tomorrow we're gonna travel further to the Dead Sea, and maybe to the baptismal site of Jesus at the Jordan River. Bye bye. Ikuti terus Bang Jago. Sampai jumpa.